You're not going to talk to him like that.
But I am. And what are you going to do to us? And what are you going to do? You're not going to talk to him. Don't play with me. Don't play with him. Don't play with me with him.
No woman is ever going to disrespect my husband in front of me. Never.
She hit me in my face, and I'll beat your ass. Don't ever get my face again, bitch. Take your asses inside. Try again next time.
Yandy's reaction about these rumors is proof that they're true. Because a hit dog will holler.
The night was supposed to be fun. A fancy party thrown by a close friend, filled with music, laughter, and drinks. But under all that excitement, something was bubbling beneath the surface. And by the end of the evening, things took a turn no one expected. Erika came in with her usual bold energy. She's known for being loud, fearless, and always the center of attention. At first, everyone was drawn to her vibe. She was playful, cracking jokes and making people laugh. But as the night went on, her teasing got a little sharper, and she started aiming her comments at Macy, the friend who usually kept everyone calm. Macy, who was always quick with a smile, tried to brush it off at first. Everyone else chuckled, too, thinking it was harmless. But after a while, it stopped being funny. Erika's jokes turned personal, and Macy's face showed it. Her smile faded, replaced with discomfort. Yandy, another close friend, noticed right away. She had always looked out for Macy and couldn't stand watching her feel embarrassed. She spoke up, trying to keep it cool. "Hey, Erika, maybe chill out a bit," she said, hoping to ease the tension without making a scene. But Erika didn't take it seriously. She laughed it off and waved Yandy away, brushing it off like it was nothing. Yandy's patience was wearing thin. She tried again, this time more direct. "For real, Erika, that's enough. You're doing too much now." Erika turned to her, irritated. "What's your deal? It's just jokes," she snapped, clearly annoyed. The room fell quiet. People started whispering, watching closely as the moment grew more intense. Yandy felt her emotions rising, anger, frustration, and a strong urge to stand up for her friend. She stepped in closer, trying to stay calm. "It's not a joke if it's hurting someone," she said, her voice firm. Erika, stunned for a second, glared back. "Who are you to check me?" She fired back, her tone heated. And then, in a moment no one saw coming, Yandy slapped her. The sound echoed through the room. Everything stopped. People gasped. Erika froze, shocked. Her hand flew to her cheek, her eyes wide with disbelief. But the shock quickly turned to anger. "You really just hit me?" she shouted, stepping forward, fists clenched. Yandy stood her ground. She didn't back down. "Enough is enough," she said. "We're supposed to be friends, but this isn't okay. You don't get to tear people down and call it love." Right then, Macy stepped in. Calm and steady, she tried to break the tension. "Come on, y'all. This isn't the way. Let's talk, not fight." Slowly, the energy in the room shifted. People started to relax, but the mood had changed. Everyone was still trying to make sense of what just happened. Yandy and Erika, both breathing heavy, realized things had gone too far. What started as a fun night had turned into something raw and painful. As the crowd slowly returned to conversations and music, Yandy and Erika shared a quiet look. Hurt, anger, and confusion, all mixed together. Later, the group gathered around the two women, encouraging them to talk things out. They didn't ignore what happened. They addressed it, with honesty and real emotion. Yandy spoke about wanting to protect her friend. Erika opened up about feeling like she was losing herself in a group that didn't always understand her. In the end, the argument turned into a lesson, a wake-up call about boundaries, respect, and how even strong friendships can hit rough patches. But it also showed how, with the right conversations and a little bit of heart, those bonds can come back even stronger. They hugged it out, the tension finally fading. Laughter returned, and the group started to feel whole again. It was a reminder that behind all the drama of reality TV, it's the real relationships, the love, loyalty, and forgiveness that matter most. Macy sat alone in his dimly lit living room, feeling the heavy.
This all this provoking. That's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise
We're gonna walk straight to
No,
the
listen.
car.
I promise you. When one of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy. Let's go. Let's go get some. Yeah.
And if I
Listen.
didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you know, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the calls I did pick up.
The weight of everything that had happened. The space used to bring him comfort, filled with laughter and love. But now, it just felt cold and empty. Things had taken a turn for the worse, and the peace he once knew was gone. Yandy had always been the one he could count on, the one who supported him through everything. But lately, their relationship had started to crack. The arguments, the silence, the distance. It was all becoming too much. He could still hear her voice from their last fight, sharp and filled with frustration. "You need to get it together, Macy. I can't keep doing this." That moment kept playing in his mind like a broken record. They had started arguing about their future, plans that never happened, promises that were never kept. Macy tried to explain that he was trying his best, but all he could see was the disappointment in Yandy's eyes. The love that once felt strong now felt like it was pulling them apart. When she finally packed her things and walked out, it hit him hard. The house suddenly felt like a stranger's place, silent and hollow. Each room reminded him of what they had built together. The pictures on the walls, once filled with happy memories, now made his chest ache. As the days passed, Macy struggled to make sense of everything. He thought about the life they dreamed of, the family they wanted, the future they imagined. But now, all he could feel was guilt. He couldn't shake the feeling that he had failed her in ways he didn't fully understand. Friends and family started checking in. They could see the change in him, how his smile had faded and how tired he looked. He tried to act like he was fine, but inside, he was falling apart. The pain of losing Yandy weighed on him more than he expected. One evening, while watching the sun go down, a small spark of hope lit up inside him. Maybe
I'll be moving in two different directions, and if I don't speak up right now, I'm gonna be miserable.
he still had a chance to make things right. Maybe he could talk to Yandy and fix what had been broken. But the fear of being rejected stopped him. What if she didn't want to hear from him? What if it was already too late? Still, he picked up his phone. He hesitated for a long time, then finally sent a message. His heart raced. He didn't know how she'd respond, but he knew he had to try. That moment made him realize that real change only comes when you face your mistakes. It wouldn't be easy, but he was ready to try and earn back the love they once had. But just when it seemed like things might be turning around, new rumors started swirling, and they could destroy everything for good. Word spread that Macy had been secretly cheating with Erika, the mother of one of his kids. And this wasn't just a one-time mistake. People were saying the affair had been going on for a while, and there was even talk that he had secretly proposed to her. Yandy wasn't just hurt, she was falling apart. This wasn't the first time Macy had been accused of being unfaithful, but this time it felt different. It felt worse. Before Yandy came into the picture, there had been Erika. She and Macy had a child together, so they had to keep in contact. At first, people thought it was just about co-parenting, but rumors grew louder, claiming that he'd been spending more time with Erika. and not just for the sake of their child. Now, it's being reported that the two weren't just reconnecting. They were carrying on a full-blown affair behind Yandy's back. This wasn't just occasional visits. It had supposedly turned into a serious relationship that they kept hidden. Yandy, who had
sometimes it don't feel like we in a relationship. It feel more like a business arrangement, and it don't seem like you happy. I'm scared to get to a point with no return.
I had to carry the brunt of this relationship, the brunt of these kids and everything. Where I put a lot of my dreams on pause. So now that you're here, there is a part of me that feels like, I want to shoot movies, you know, I want to open up businesses, I want to hire more people.
You can't neglect, you know, our needs for things that you want. And money gonna make you happy, and that's gonna fulfill you. What are we doing here?
You feel like I work hard.
No, it's not about work hard. Please, let's not make this about work hard, right? Let's just make it about Yandy do what she wanna do, right?
Stood by Macy through everything, from legal battles to prison, now felt betrayed. She thought they were finally rebuilding their lives. Instead, she was watching it all fall apart. She didn't stay quiet. Even in pain, Yandy made it known how she felt. She threw shade at Erika, calling her nothing more than a side piece. But Erika wasn't going to let that slide. Erika hit back hard, posting old photos of herself and Macy, showing just how close they'd been all along. Her message was loud and clear. She wasn't the one on the sidelines. If anything, she made it seem like Yandy was the one
let down my whole life. Right? I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down. And I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me sometimes
I'm gonna take it.
Sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they really want.
who had been kept in the dark. Now the situation is worse than ever. The internet is buzzing with talk that Macy might have taken it a step further, that he proposed to Erika. That's right. People are saying they might be secretly engaged. If it's true, then while Yandy was fighting to save their family, Macy was planning a future with someone else. The same woman who had caused so much pain in her life already. It's a nightmare that keeps getting worse. And with every new piece of gossip, more people are questioning how long this has been going on. How much did Yandy really know? And more importantly, can anything be salvaged? Only time will tell. If Macy is ready to own up to the truth, or if the damage is beyond repair. Macy sat alone in his dimly lit living room, feeling the heavy weight of everything that had happened. The space used to bring him comfort, filled with laughter and love. But now, it just felt cold and empty. Things had taken a turn for the worse, and the peace he once knew was gone. Yandy had always been the one he could count on, the one who supported him through everything. But lately, their relationship had started to crack. The arguments, the silence, the distance. It was all becoming too much. He could still hear her voice from their last fight, sharp and filled with frustration. "You need to get it together, Macy. I can't keep doing this." That moment kept playing in his mind like a broken record. They had started arguing about